If you enter the state where you have your deepest feelings, your truest thoughts about life, what do you think? What do you feel? You see, you have layers like an onion, and it's not often that we live truly and deeply and from our core. Most people live on the surface. We don't know ourselves, but in those moments when life hits you, you experience what it means to be human and to be alive. You feel. You get dropped into something deep. And for most people, those moments are filled with fear and regret and shame and other negative emotions. That's when life gets real and you feel the weight of reality upon you. Then life goes on, but those feelings, they linger and they build up. You escape the unpleasant depths. But what if you wouldn't? What if you stayed there and listened? What if you lived truly and deeply? If you confronted the unpleasant and chose to walk towards something greater? In all of our lives, we walk our own individual paths as own individual beings. Fundamentally, we work the same, but we have different characteristics, different fears and problems, different dreams and wins. We walk our own path with its own shape and color, but what are we truly walking towards? What are we walking for? That's not completely clear, and for most people, they can't even answer that question. Not with the level of depth it was asked with, at least. For the majority of people, that sort of question would just make their skin itch. It would make them feel anxious and uncomfortable. And as I said in the introduction of this video, like an onion, we have layers, and most people live on the surface. Unconscious, but still bothered by what's below. And we don't go deep until we're forced to. Forced by life, forced by circumstances. So, how many times are you going to feel that pain? How many times are you going to be forced into the darkness? How much shit are you going to shrug off and just turn away from? How much pressure do you really want to walk around with on your shoulders? Perhaps you haven't had too many of those moments in your life, but still, this concerns you. Because if you follow the same course of action, you will eventually end up in the same place, with a dark cloud following you. A feeling of unease and results to confirm your feelings. Now, some people may be able to live poorly and be unbothered by their choices and results. But for most people, and certainly me, each moment in my life sticks to the whole. And a poor living of poor decisions stains my soul. And I think it's like that for you as well. We are conscious beings. And whether you like it or not, there will always be depth in you. No matter how much you try to run away from it or just ignore it, it will always find a way to get to you, no matter what you do. So, you have a choice. Either you're being persecuted, hunted, running from the darkness, or you become the persecutor, the hunter, and you chase it. You chase instead of running. You can drift, live on the surface, move unintentionally, ungrounded without depth, distant from what you truly think and feel, yet constantly feeling its murky breath upon your neck. Or you can confront, live with intention and purpose, chase instead of running, create and command, instead of just passing through and slowly dying miserably. So then, what do we do if we don't want shit? If we want to lead with intention and purpose, instead of just withering away? If we want to create instead of just drifting through life? Well, that's probably the deepest and best, most important question anyone can ask themselves. How do I live properly? The spirit of that question is what will lead you to all of your answers down the line. Because once you ask the right questions and open up that room for enlightenment and change, there is truly no limit to what can happen. It is from first insight and then aspiration for the better that the better occurs. So to properly answer the question I posed before, how do I live properly? How do I lead and create instead of just drifting through life? Well, now we come to the choose. It's all about awareness and intention. I'll say that again. It's all about awareness and intention. It's about holding good, better, right, whatever you want to call it, closest to your heart. It's about being aware of how things work and what truly matters. Then be intentional in all that you do. And I'm not joking when I'm saying all that you do. The more intention that is behind any action in your life, the better. Because you see, if there's one superpower that you have, if there's one ability that you have, it's the ability to change. It's the ability to see something and then from what you see, change your course of action. You can choose what you want to do. You can choose who the fuck you want to be. That's the one power you have, if you have any. So be intentional in all that you do. Deeply choose good, better, or right, whatever you want to call it. Choose the best. Don't do things just because. Always have a reason, and be very mindful of your reasons. Choose to be good, and good will come to you. That is the truth, told in its simplicity and immense power. Try it and you'll see. Test it with logic, and you'll only find more reasons to see that it's true. I've done both myself. Make this one fundamental shift in your life, and watch how your entire perspective on reality changes. Become the persecutor.